What's up, everybody? Alex from Twin Gaming TV back with another MLB The Show 18 news video. Today I'm going to be going over everything we know so far about MLB 18, and I got all this information from theshow.com, a PlayStation blog post, an IGN video, a GameSpot blog post and video, and then also from the MLB The Show 18 trailer. All of these things will be linked down in the description below if you want to check them out yourself, give them a watch yourself. There's like a 22-minute video, I believe an 18-minute video, the trailer, a couple blog posts. There's a lot of information in there all. And before I get into all of this information, I just wanted to say there's a lot of information, and I probably missed something, probably got something wrong. You know, my name pronunciations probably suck for these new legends. I might have made a mistake. I'm human, it happens. But if you guys enjoyed the video and are excited for MLB The Show 18, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more MLB The Show 18 news and content, and let me know down in the comment section below what you're most excited for in MLB The Show 18. I think I might be most excited for the new hitting engine and Babe Ruth. So first, I'm going to start with Road to the Show, then we're going to go to franchise, the new legends, and then just to some random things that I got in. The random part has the most information, but I just kind of started off and wanted it to start off a little bit organized. So first we have Road to the Show. Lots of work has been put into the expansion of Road to the Show this year. Road to the Show has been refreshed and given love. On theshow.com it says, define your legacy in Road to the Show, a robust, immersive RPG where every decision on and off the field determines your unique path to greatness. And then more information coming on March 15th. So more customization for your creative players. There's new accessories, new brands, and new categories for these accessories. So, you know, this isn't one of them, maybe, but you know, like maybe earrings or something, you know. So sunglasses is a category, sweatbands are a category. There's new categories for those accessories. One of the new accessories is the face guard on the helmet that you see players like Giancarlo Stanton and Carlos Correa wearing in the Show 18. You get to see Correa, I believe, wearing it in the trailer for MLB The Show 18. Another new thing added to the customization and creative player is new skin tones for your players. They now look more realistic, and I believe there's more from you to choose from. The creative player screen has also been improved, and you can see the player's home stadium in the background in the trailer. I believe that it shows a Giants player on the Giants, and it shows AT&T Stadium in the background. And of course, like every year, they have new hairstyles and new facial hair. They also said that there's so many changes in Road to the Show, but they can't discuss them yet. All that information will come soon. And then back to customization, there's so many new home run swings and bat flips coming this year to help add a lot more personality to your creative player. Ramon in both videos mentioned a few times that Road to the Show is going to be amazing this year, and they've made a lot of big changes, and that info will all come later. Next up, we have franchise. So on the same place where I read that information about Road to the Show and the RPG, immersive, all that good stuff, it says for franchise, streamlined features let you get to the moments that matter most as you turn your favorite team into a powerhouse franchise. More coming March 8th. And on this website, you see an image of a manager in a dugout, and then also an image that's also in the MLB 18 trailer where it shows players on what appears to be a team plane. Now, I'm guessing that the plane environment will be in franchise because, you know, the picture was with the franchise section on this post. However, I'm guessing that it will also be in Road to the Show. I feel like it would make sense for them to add that plane in franchise and then also Road to the Show. And Ramon in one of the videos said that franchise mode has had a lot of work this year, and something he mentioned a few times was something called phases, but he never elaborated beyond that. We don't know what these phases are, but if you guys have ideas or guesses on what they could be, let me know down in that comment section below. And lastly, before we get into all the random improvements, changes, additions, all that good stuff, we're going to talk about the new legends. I believe they kind of revealed 7 new legends in the trailer. So first off, Babe Ruth. He was literally the first person shown in the MLB 18 trailer. I didn't even realize until I was going through it after that was him, and then he's shown in the very last scenes of the MLB 18 trailer, and we'll talk about him at the end of talking about the new legends. So besides Babe Ruth, there appeared to be 6 other legends in the trailer. First, we saw what appeared to be Troy Percival, a pitcher who played for the Angels, Tigers, Cardinals, and then the Rays. And then next up, we saw who appeared to be Lee Smith, who pitched for the Cubs, Red Sox, Cardinals, Yankees, Orioles, Angels, Reds, and the Expos. And then we saw who appeared to be Doc Ellis, a pitcher for the Pirates, the Yankees, Athletics, Rangers, and Mets. And then someone who I definitely recognized right away was someone who appeared to be Pee Wee Reese, who played for the Dodgers, and then we also saw him appear twice in the trailer, once in the field and once hitting, I believe. Next up, we saw Don Sutton, who pitched for the Dodgers, Astros, Brewers, Athletics, and the Angels. And then lastly, before seeing Babe Ruth, we saw who appeared to be Benito Santiago, who played for the Padres, Marlins, Reds, Phillies, Blue Jays, Cubs, Giants, Royals, and Pirates. And it showed him running and hitting, and then it also, I believe, showed him catching. At first, I thought maybe the catcher was going to be Mike Piazza, but the guy had glasses, and I don't think Mike Piazza wore glasses, but I did find a picture of Benito Santiago catching while wearing sunglasses, so it just kind of made sense that that was him, especially if they showed someone who looked kind of similar later on that had the last name Santiago. And then finally at the end, we saw the one and only George Herman Ruth, aka Babe Ruth, and he was doing his famous calling his shot. And then I've said quite a few times in videos, in tweets, on streams, that if I had to choose one legend to see in MLB 18, it would definitely be Babe Ruth. And I was so excited. If you guys saw my reaction video, I was so excited to see that we were going to be able to have Babe Ruth in MLB The Show 18. Lastly, we have lots of random and different improvements and additions that were mentioned in the videos, the blogs, the posts, and showcased in the trailer. This aspect of the what we know so far video might kind of be all over the place. I tried to organize it, but it might jump around between topics. There's a lot of new information revealed, and it was hard for me to organize it all just because it came from like 3, 4, 5 different sources. So first, the crowds have become more dynamic. You'll see stadium specific additions such as Judges Chambers and Yankee Stadium, and Ramon said that they doubled the crowd animation. So you'll now see people sipping out of cups on their phones, getting up, and things like that. They also now have attendance logic, which is close to 1-to-1 with what you'll see in real life. They apparently collected data from all the MLB teams, and so something like the Dodgers fans showing up late to games will now happen in the show 18. Also, if a team's getting blown out, the fans are going to start to leave. And this was in the trailer, but I'm not sure if it's new. I don't know if it's been in previous games, but they now have a 7th inning stretch if that wasn't something they had before. Next up, they improved the physics, animations, and added tons of new animations. So last year was the first year with this completely new hitting and physics engine, and they completely revamped and improved it this year and are continuing to improve it every day until release. They also have an enhanced swing analysis box to show your exact swing and let you get a better sense of what did or did not work. This reminds me of, I think it was MVP Baseball 2004, maybe MVP Baseball 2005 though. The swing analysis kind of reminds me of that, and I definitely think it's a good improvement. Ramon said that they're really happy with where the hitting is currently, but they're continuing to test and improve it. And he mentioned that every day from about 3:30 to 5:30, they have staff testing the hitting and providing feedback, so possible changes that need to be made, which I thought was really cool that they're working on it that much every single day. They also completely rewrote the tagging system, so nothing from last year's tagging engine is in the game this year, and it's completely brand new this year. And the same guy who wrote the base running code actually wrote the new tagging code. So the tagging should be greatly improved. It should flow well and just overall be a lot better. It should go well with the base running. The guy who wrote the base running code also wrote the tagging code, so I think they should probably blend pretty well. With this new code, the fielders will now know what the base runner is doing, such as sliding. Ramon said that a defensive player trying to tag on a runner should now have a better sense of what's going on. Also, catchers should be more aggressive in reacting to pass balls, and this was showcased a little bit in the trailer. So now those unrealistic situations where a ball's right in front of the catcher and somehow allows the runner to go from first to second base, that shouldn't be happening. You know, those unrealistic situations should not be happening. There's over 100 new catcher animations. Also, there's tons of new pitcher covering home animations and tagging the runner animations, so people shouldn't be able to get those easy unrealistic runs. You know, that ball right in front of the catcher sends him home, the pitcher's covering but doesn't tag him fast enough. All that stuff should be fixed this year. And in addition to these new tagging, all these new animations, there's hundreds of new fielding animations in general. Also, fielders are now able to branch out. So, you know, say there's runners on the corners and your right fielder has the ball and he's throwing it into the cutoff man, and your guy sees the runner going to second base and you're about to throw to second, but then you see your opponent sending his runner on third home. Now you should be able to switch it up easy, throw it to home and get that runner. Your opponent trying to choose you, he shouldn't be able to do that anymore. And those unrealistic situations are improved this year and should not be happening as much, if at all. In total, they said that there's over 1,000 new gameplay animations. Overall, the gameplay is a lot smoother, it's more efficient, players are going to do things faster, such as getting rid of the ball, and everything just looks more realistic. Now that we talked about the animations, all that good stuff, it's time for the rest of the information that I had, and this will probably be a little bit more scattered than all the stuff in the rest of this video. So first, Ramon said that they're continuing to fill holes that have been weak in the past. One of the main graphical improvements of the Show 18 was the uniforms. So the render system that they used to make the stadiums look so good starting a few years back is now being used for the uniforms to make them a lot better. Other things that they focused on this year were crowd ambience, presentation, and commentary. You can see on the schedule that they released that it appears someone new is joining the booth. Personally, my guess is John Smoltz. If you guys have any other guesses or agree with me, let me know down in the comment section below. They have new cameras this year, which are triggered on some home runs and foul balls, and they also have new presentation cameras, such as more blimp shots and from various parts of the stadium. There's also 5 new batting cameras, all of which are based on the cameras that people use the most in the Show 17, which I'm excited to try those out. The replays and commentary have had a lot of work this year. One thing Ramon said is that they're going to reveal a new feature soon that people have apparently been asking for years. So I'm excited to see what that is. And again, if you guys have any guesses on what that could be, let me know down in the comments. They also said that most things that they focused on were based on feedback from the community, which I thought was really cool to hear Ramon say that, because it means they're listening to us, they're listening to the fans, and definitely want to make the best game possible that their fans want. Ramon also said that apparently pitching is going to be a little bit harder. It's not going to be like a lot harder, but it's just going to be a little harder. I think he might have said that it's going to be more difficult to locate pitches. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what he said about pitching. They also updated the weather this year. They redid the fog and the rain, and then Ramon said that they have something interesting to talk about with the rain in the future. Personally, my guess is that they're adding rain delays or maybe games getting postponed, you know, maybe double headers, but I really don't know. If you guys, again, have guesses, feel free to leave them down in the comments. One graphical improvement they focus on this year is the backdrops for minor league stadiums to make them look more realistic and then help with the immersion when playing in a minor league park, which, you know, you do a lot of that in A Road to the Show. And I think they said that they sent guys to actual minor league stadiums to collect data of scenery, all that good stuff, which is exciting to hear. And again, they have a lot of new presentation options, such as new stadium cutaways, blimp views, which you barely got to see in any of these videos, just because Ramon said they didn't want to spoil a lot of stuff. They wanted it to be a surprise, which was also having to do with the commentary. Ramon also said that this is the most polished and dialed in gameplay that they've ever done. Overall, it looks like there's tons of new presentation features that make it seem a lot more realistic, and just like everything has been improved since last year. And one of the new presentation features appear to be ribbons, and you can see these on home run replays and also strikeout replays, and they remind me a little bit of the tracker during the home run derby mode in MLB The Show. You know, that kind of ribbon following the ball. It appears to kind of be the same thing on these homer replays and the strikeout replays. Another thing that got mentioned quite a bit that they spent a lot of time on was emotion. So like a pitcher gets a strikeout, a batter strikes out, or there's a big play, tough situations, players will act accordingly to that situation. A batter might get upset after striking out, and then on the opposite end of that, the pitcher might get excited after striking the batter out. Players on the field will show emotion after scoring a run or getting thrown out or their teammate making a big play. And then, you know, there's something that's showcased, I believe, in the trailer where Trey Turner is kind of showing to his teammates in the field, like, hey guys, 2 outs. So, you know, things like that, just little things like that, they really seem to do a good job on and continue to improve on this year. Ramon said that a lot of new facial animations and emotions have been added, and another thing he mentioned was that the catcher might encourage the pitcher in a tough count. So, you know, say there's like a 2-0 count, the catcher might kind of stand up, you know, like put his hands up like, it's okay, man, you got this, and kind of encourage the pitcher. The last thing that I wanted to go over is this developer blog and Twitch schedule. You guys can see here February and March. You got the dates with the little Twitch logo by, and that's going to be a stream there on Twitch, and we're just going to go through each one. So February 8th, gameplay/AI new features and improvements deep dive. They're going to go over hitting engine changes, improved physics, all new tagging engine, new catcher AI, and animations, etc. Then on the 12th, we got a GameStop Monday. If you guys don't know what that is, GameStop has a YouTube video where they go over a specific new feature for the upcoming MLB game. My guess is it's going to be kind of what they talked about in the stream. So it's either going to be the little things, which is coming up on the 15th, or it's going to be what they talked about in the stream on the 8th. Could be wrong, but that's just my guess for, you know, kind of how they'll schedule and do those GameStop Mondays. On the 15th, we got blank, 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 and the little things deep dive. Feel free to leave your guesses on what those blanks could be down in the comments. On the 19th, you got another GameStop Monday. 22nd, got a presentation and commentary improvements deep dive. Blank blank joins the booth. My guess personally, John Smoltz. I know people who are guessing Jim Tomey. If you agree with either of those guesses or have any other guesses, down in the comments, let me know. Also, dynamic storylines and conversations. Full speed replay system. That's a new feature they kind of showcased in either the IGN or GameSpot video, or both. I just remember hearing Ramon talk about that on the 26th. You got a GameStop Monday, and then we're into March, the month that the game comes out. On the 2nd, Diamond Dynasty content preview from the Players Lounge, new legends, new programs, Paradigm. And I had to look up what Paradigm meant just to try and get an idea of what the new programs paradigm, what that means. And the definition I found is a typical example or pattern of something, a model, and then a sentence. There's a new paradigm for public art in this country. So it appears that there's going to be like a new pattern or a new model for programs. I don't know if you guys have guesses for any of these blanks, any stuff like the new programs paradigm, whatever. If you guys have any guesses for that, seriously, leave them down in the comments. Feel free to leave a timestamp on the video and be like, oh, my thoughts on this are blah, blah, blah. Then on the 5th, you got a GameStop Monday. On the 6th, Road to the Show feature suite PlayStation blog. On the 8th, a Road to the Show feature suite deep dive. Training points are a thing of the past. That's another new thing, man. That's what we know so far about MLB 18. Training points are apparently a thing of the past. Player progression overhaul, short-term focused decisions, etc. On the 12th, they got a GameStop Monday. 13th, franchise front office PlayStation blog. 15th, franchise front office deep dive, stream on Twitch, blank, trade deadline prep, September call-ups, etc. And then finally on the 22nd, the day before first pitch weekend, you got the Show 18 developer tournament, and then an AMA where you guys can go ahead and ask the developers questions about MLB. In total, there was a lot of information packed in these videos, the blog post, the trailer, and like I said at the beginning, I probably missed something, got something wrong, and if I did, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Also, be sure to let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments. Personally, like I said, Babe Ruth, but I'm excited for the new hitting engine, the new tagging engine, the new animations, all the new legends, and then especially another thing I'm really excited for are the changes they made to Road to the Show. I thought in MLB The Show 17, they kind of had a good start, but I'm excited to see how they expanded on that, what they changed, and how they improved Road to the Show for MLB 18. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video and you're excited for MLB 18. Subscribe for more MLB The Show 18 news and content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again so much for watching. Peace out.